Hey Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. This is a general reading for you guys for the new moon in May 2020. And while I was shuffling, I got the image of a boat with fire on it. So it feels like it's time to abandon ship, if something's not working for you guys, it's time to abandon that and move on. And your overall energy is the hummingbird, which tells me that you've got everything you need to be able to do that. You, whatever situation you're in, if it's work or if it's a relationship that we're referring to here, it's like I feel like you don't need to rely on it anymore. You may have, stayed in this situation because you felt like you needed it, but what I'm getting here is that you have everything you need to, survive independently of it or sustain yourself outside of it. So if that's the case, if there is something in your life that's not working for you, a situation or relationship, then it's time to jump ship, and you're going to be okay to do that because you have everything you need. So let's have a look at that and see exactly what we're talking about here. So yeah, it seems like a love situation. Something has come to light, or you've awakened to, made a realization in yourself about a relationship that it's not serving you. It's time to, break away and cut free of that. So, if that's where you're at now, if that's the decision you've come to, then what we're seeing now is that it is time to move on. Maybe new love or a new love interest has come into your life that has prompted this, moving away from one relationship to another, or it's just your realization of that you need emotional fulfillment. There's something on the horizon or in your sights that you realize would bring you more emotional fulfillment, and you need to move on to that. You're ready to move towards that. There's definitely been some truth spoken here, and if it's you or the other party, somebody in this situation has come to a realization and spoken some truth and called the shots and set you free. You're either setting yourself free or you've been set free in a way. I feel like it's you. I feel like you've come to this realization about this relationship and you've called the shots, you've made the break, you've set yourself free, and you're ready to move forward. For some reason though, you're conflicted, or you've got some anxiety about moving away from that, and it's possibly this feeling of can you make it on your own? You want to move away, you want to move on. There's better things on the horizon for you, but perhaps you're worried about whether you can make it on your own. And as we've seen from the hummingbird energy, it would be apparent, it's apparent that you can, that you do have what it takes. there's conflict here. Obviously there's a lot of swords and perhaps a lot of conflict in the relationship. But obviously that's necessary. Maybe, you know, it's like, I feel like somebody, you know, is putting up a fight for you, and that's got you kind of locked in a way. Let's have a look at this other person. Yeah, they're, you know, pouring out their heart. They're not willing to let you go. They're you know, trying to keep you from walking away, and that's possibly your only conflict. I feel like in your own mind you've made the decision, but this other person is kind of, you know, it's emotional blackmail in a way. They're really laying it on, and you've probably got some guilt around that. It's causing you a lot of anxiety on top of your own fears about, you know, walking away or going it on your own. You've got this other person really, you know, hanging their stuff on you, and it's making you difficult. There seems to be a whole lot of conflict, lots of fighting. Must be really difficult for you. You need to do it though. The advice here, the message here, is to drop this load. This is not your burden. This is not your responsibility. You've made your mind. You've made your mind up. You know that there's something better for you, and you need to drop this load. This is weighing heavily on you, but the message here, the advice here, is to take that action and get yourself away. You know, the Seven of Swords is escape. You need to cut free. You need to get away. Forget this load that you're carrying. The message here very clearly is to break free of this. You've made, you know what you've got to do, and you need to look out for yourself, because you do have the resources. You can do this, and now is the time with this new moon in Gemini and eclipses and all of the crazy planetary stuff going on. This is now your chance to break free and move forward to a better place, because this is not serving you. You know that. You've known that for a long time, and there's definitely better things ahead, but it's up to you to take that action and set yourself free from this relationship or situation. And you already know that, Gemini. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope this has helped you. Please leave comments. I'd love to hear from you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you'll be notified and can follow along with me and see what other messages are coming up for you guys.